As is so often the case with our data, some entries or documents will have fields that others do not. In any project, the data model usually goes through several iterations. MongoDB was designed to address both of these issues by providing a flexible schema that deals well with both individual documents that vary in the fields they contain, as well as the schema for our entire collection needing to change. Let's take a look at person info box data as an example. Now, for nearly everyone, it probably makes sense to include fields for birth and death dates, maybe nationality and even profession. But not everyone will have held office, and not everyone is associated with a political party. And even if we're talking about people who are not famous, some people will have spouses, some will have more than one, and others won't. Some will have children, and some will not. Leaving aside the question of what is the right data model for person data, in MongoDB, we can represent each person using the fields that are appropriate to them, even if some person documents contain fields that others don't have. MongoDB's indexing system and query execution system take this into account, so we can query a people collection for people with 2 or more children, and it will work as expected, retrieving only data for people that have 2 or more entries in the array that serves as the value for the children field, ignoring documents with fewer, as well as documents that don't have a children field at all. What this also means is that it's easy to evolve your schema as new needs emerge or more data becomes available. It's a simple matter to begin adding documents to a collection that have new fields you now want to track or to change the way you model existing fields. As an example of this, let's take a look at the DBpedia page that describes the datasets that are available. Now, if I scroll down this page, and I've already done that here, we have an example for city data. So far we've looked at automobile data, person data, and now city data from the InfoBox dataset. Now I'm showing this example to illustrate the fact that the schema for city info boxes has evolved. And we can see that in this old example for Innsbruck, and comparing it to the new example for Innsbruck. And if you look through this data, there are a couple of places where the data has changed. There's no mayor listed here, as there is here. And while there's no time zone listed in the old form of the data, the time zone, both central and daylight savings time, are listed here. Small differences, but these are the types of subtle changes that we would expect to see in a schema that is evolving.